Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannabadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantaye. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Idaye Sarvavidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Shankaram Lokashankaram Apara Karuna Siddhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Parityajya Maunam Vatadasthitincha Vrajan Bharatasya Pradeshat Pradesham Madhusyandi Vacha Janan Dharma Margenayan Shri Jayendro Gururvati Chitte Namama Shankaran Vakya Vijayendra Saraswati Shri Gurum Sishtamarganunetaram Sanmati Pradam Sadguru Charanarvindabhyan Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. In Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna has finished up the topic of Atma Jnanam. Of course, it is going to be a recurring topic. It is going to come again and again. But for now, he finishes Atma Jnanam route. Krishna is going to take several routes in order to encourage Arjuna to do his Swadharma. So the goal of Krishna is to encourage Arjuna to do the Dharma Yuddham, to do the Mahabharata Yuddham. So the first route he takes is to explain about Atma Tattvam to Arjuna and then make him understand that he is not going to kill Atma. In fact, there is only one Atma which can never be killed, which cannot kill. But he is going to kill the bodies of Bhishma, Drona, Dayas, which Arjuna worries very much. Next, Krishna is going to slightly tingle Arjuna's ego. Because Arjuna is a Kshatriya. For a Kshatriya, their fame is much more important than even their life. For Kshatriyas, their fame as being a warrior, as being a valiant guy, for them, those things are very, very important. Even in Tamil, in Purananuru, there are 400 poems which talks about the fame, which talks about the love for bravery among the Tamil kings. We will see lots of stories like that. In one story there will be a mother. She goes to the war, the place where the war happens. Her son has died. And then somebody told that her son has got a wound on his back. Uramudu hittu ஓடும்போது அந்த பையனை யாரோ கொன்னுட்டா அப்படின்னு யாரோ சொல்லிடுவா. The mother will disown her son. And then she goes and then she finds out that no, she did not, her son did not get wounded on his back. Her son got wounded on his front, bravely facing the enemy, and then she will sing a song. Like that, for Kshatriyas, bravery is very important. They cannot run away from any war. That is the Swadharma of Kshatriya. And Krishna says, hey Arjuna, even if you die fighting this war, you are going to go to Swargaloka. Swadharmam apichávekshya navikampitu marhasi dharmyadhi yuddhat shreyonyat kshatriyasya na vidyate. For a Kshatriya, there is no other thing which is shreyaskaram than to fight, especially to fight on the sides of dharma. यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारम अपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्. Hey Arjuna, this war will open the gates of heaven for you. Yadrichaya chopapannam. You did not go behind this war. This war came to you. Swargadwaram apavritam is going to open the gates of heaven. It's going to open the gates of Swarga. Sukhinaha kshatriyah partha labhante yuddhamidrisham. अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं संग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि. If you don't fight this war, Arjuna, atachetvam dharmyam sangraman na karishyasi. If you do not fight this war, Arjuna, swadharman kirtincha hitva papam avap. You will get two papam. What papam na? You will get swadharma hitva. You are not following your swadharma, that is a papam. Not only that, people are going to talk behind your back. Akirtinchapi bhutani katayishyanti te vyayam. Sambhavati tasya chakirtihi. Sambhavitasya chakirtihi maranadadirichyate. Uharudaimai no radhikaram எழுதுறார் திருக்குறள். 10 திருக்குறள் for fame. Here Krishna says akirtin chapi bhutani katayishyanti teve. Hey Arjuna, if you don't do this war, if you don't fight, you are going to get akirtihi, infamous. You are going to be an infamous person. History will write you as the person who got away from the war. Remember Arjuna, you have fought with even Parameshwara. You know, Arjuna, before getting Pashupatastram, he fought with Parameshwara very, very bravely. He fought with lots of Asuras. He fought with lots of Rakshasas. Duryodhana does not even stand in front of you, but people are going to talk bad about you. Akirtin chapi bhutani katayishyanti te vyayam. Krishna says, Sambhavitasya cha akirtihi maranadatirichyate. Hey, this akirti that you are going to earn, akirtina another apavataha. Apavadam. You know, the infamous. People are going to gossip behind your back. That is even worse than maranam. For a kshatriya, this is worse than maranam. For a kshatriya to lose his valor, you know, to be called as an incompetent person, to be called as a korai, it is even worse than maranam. Akirtin chapi bhutani katayishyanti te vyayam. Sambhavitasya cha akirtihi maranat atirichyate. Bhayadranat uparatam damsyante tvam maharataha. Yeshanchatvam bahumataha bhutva yasyasi lagavam. Hey, you know what people are going to tell? Duryodhanadis, they are going to tell. They will not think that you are going away from the war because you don't want to kill them. Why did Arjuna want to get away from the war? Arjuna wants to get away from the war because he does not want to kill Bhishma, Drona, etc. out of respect. Do you know what these Duryodhanadis will do? Duryodhanadis will tell, Bhayat Dranat Uparatan. So Duryodhanas will tell, hey, he went away because he is so scared of me. All the Maharathas that are standing in front of you, Duryodhana, Karna, Ashwathama, etc., these are not your friends, these are your foes. But what they will tell? They will tell to others that, hey, Arjuna has gone because he is so afraid of me. Because Arjuna is so afraid of me, he has left the war in a hurry. அதுதான் சொல்லுவாப்பா, பார்த்துக்கோ. பயாத்து ரணாத்து உபரதம், பயாத் ரணாத்து உபரதம் வம்சியந்தே த்வாம் மகாரதாக ஏஷாஞ்சத்வம் பகுமதः பூத்வா யாஸ்யசி லாഘவம். அவாச்யவாதாம்ச்ச பகூன் வதிஷ்யந்தி தவாஹிதாக நிந்தந்தஸ்துவ சாமர்த்தியம் ததோ துக்கதரன்னு கிம். Arjuna, these shlokas we are not seeing a lot of meaning because it just kindles the ego of Arjuna. We get the overall gist of what Krishna tries to convey. Avachyavadamscha bahun vadishyanti tava ahitaha. Hita, the person who does good to you. Hita means good. Hitakaraha means a person who does good to you. Tava ahitaha, a person who do not want to do good to you. Your foes, not your friend. அவாச்சியவா, காதிலேயே கேட்க முடியாத அளவுக்கு, நம்ம தமிழில் ஒன்று சொல்லுவா, நாக்கு கூசுற அளவுக்கு பேசுவான்பா. அவாச்சியவாதாம். They will speak those things which should not be spoken. They will abuse you, Arjuna. Arjuna, if you go away from the war, they will abuse you. Avachyavadamscha bahun vadishyanti. Not only one or two. Even after 2000 years after you die, people will write a poem about you. The Tamil ஒரு போயமே இருக்கு, பரணி அப்படின்பா. பரணின்னு தமிழில் ஒரு 96 சிற்றிலக்கிய வகை சொல்லுவார். அதில் பரணிங்கிறது ஒரு சிற்றிலக்கிய வகை. தோத்தவன் பேரில் எழுதுகிற பரணி. Normally, if somebody wins the war, the thing is that we will say he won. Normally, we will not say the other person lost. But the Parani, the poetic style of Parani will be based on who lost the war. Kalingathu Parani. Kalingathu Paranina, the person who lost is the Kalinga. During the Kalinga war, the kingdom of Kalinga lost. So they wrote this poem called as Kalingathu Parani. உனக்கு அர்ஜுன பரணி அப்படின்னு எழுதிடுவாப்பா அப்படிங்கிற. அவாச்சியவாதாம்ச்ச பகூனு வதிஷ்யந்தி தவ அஹிதாஹா நிந்தந்தஸ்தவ சாமர்த்தியம் ததோ துக்கதரம் கிம். What brings you more sadness? Tato dukkataranna kim. What brings you more sadness than having to listen to all these things? It's not becoming of you, Arjuna. And Krishna does a game theory analysis. Nowadays, we talk about this game theory. So in game theory, what they will do, for every situation, there are going to be two outcomes. They will analyze both the outcomes. They will analyze the favorable outcome. They will analyze the unfavorable outcome. And then they will make decision upon both the outcomes. So there is an event. There are two outcomes possible after that event. Outcome A, outcome B. Outcome A is favorable for you. Outcome B is unfavorable for you. What should you do if A becomes reality? What should you do if B becomes reality? This is a very simple analysis. Everybody has to do. People in project management, etc. This is the training that they give. Okay, what will happen if this happens? What will happen if the opposite of what you want happens? Krishna is doing that outcome analysis. Hey Arjuna, there are going to be two outcomes in this war. Right? What are the two outcomes? One, Pandavas win. All the Kauravas will die. Second one, Arjuna will die. The Kauravas are going to win the war. Right? These are the only two possible outcomes. One, Pandavas are going to win. that automatically means Kauravas will die, because in those days they will fight until they die. The second outcome is Kauravas will win, Pandavas are going to die. These are the two outcomes, right? So Krishna does game theory analysis. What is going to be the result of these two outcomes? Hato va aprapsyasi swargam jitva va bhokshyase mahim tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nischaya. Hey Arjuna, let us take the worst case scenario. What is the worst case scenario? You are going to die. Hataha. You are going to die. If you die, hato va prapsyasi swargam, swargam prapsyasi. You are going to go to Swargaloka. Why are you going to go to Swargaloka? Because you are fighting on the side of Dharma. Also, a Kshatriya, when he dies in the battlefield, he will go to Swargaloka. That is Shastra. So the worst case scenario is hato va prapsyasi swargam. You are going to die. You are going to go to Swargaloka. What is the best case scenario? Jitva va bhokshyase mahim. When you win, if you win the war, you are going to rule over all these lands. You are going to rule over Indraprastha. Jitva va bhokshyase mahim. Krishna is kindling the Kshatriya that is present in Arjuna, because Kshatriya, we always want to rule. Krishna says, hey Arjuna, when you die, you will go to Swargaloka. When you win the war, you will get all this kingdom and rule over. So where is your loss in this? Management, they will tell win-win situation. This is a classical example for a win-win situation. You are going to win in both cases, Arjuna, but when you go away from the war, but when you turn your back in this war, you are going to get Naraka when you die, and people are going to talk bad about you. So that is lose-lose situation. When you fight this war, you will get a win-win situation. Tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nischaya. Because of this, Arjuna, just stand up and fight this war. You will not get papam. You will not get papam when you fight this war. Tells Krishna. Here, Krishna is again going on a different direction. So, the first line, doctors, they will say line of treatment. When there is a disease, there is going to be a line of treatment. Right? It is not going to be just one drug. It is going to be a series of drugs introduced at particular time after reaching certain milestones. That is called as a line of treatment. Krishna is giving several lines of advice to Arjuna. The first line of advice that Krishna gave to Arjuna is Atma Dhyana, is Atma Swarupa. You are not going to kill anybody, Arjuna. But unfortunately, it is very, very subtle, and not a lot of people can understand. So the second line of advice that Krishna takes is, hey Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya, you have to fight your war. This is your duty. When you fight, even when you win or when you die, it is going to be a win-win situation for you. But if you don't fight, people are going to talk bad about you, you are going to go to Naraka. This is the second line of advice that Krishna gives. The third line of advice that Krishna gives is Karma Yoga. Because when you do any karma, that karma is going to give you some result. When you do any karma, the karma is going to give you some result. And that result is going to be either punya result or papa. And the punya papam is going to be the cause for your next janma. That is what Shastra says. Because only then we can explain lot of oddities that happen surrounding us. We have a living being that is born as a dog. We have a being that is born as a cat. We have human beings. Even within human beings, there are lots of gradations. Why should a baby be born in a very rich family? Why should a baby be born in a very poor family? Even if the baby is born in a poor family, if the poor baby gets lots of care from the mother, the baby is lucky. Even if the baby is born in a very rich family, if their parents do not care for the baby is very unfortunate. Why should there be differences? Why should there be differences when a life is born? Science cannot explain. Science will tell it is based on chance. But Shastra does not accept the chance. Apparently Einstein has said, God does not play dice with the universe. God does not play dice with the universe. Because in a game of dice, everything is chance. Of course, he told it to refute quantum theory, but the statement is very profound. There is nothing in chance in this universe. Everything happens for a reason. We just don't know what is the reason, so we attribute everything to chance. And our dharma explains that, hey, this is not chance, it is because of karma. You have your karma, other people will have their karma. Bhagavan as karma pala data has to manage, has to balance out both of the people's karma so that a particular baby is born to a particular family at a particular time. Right? This is called as karma theory. So now we will have a question. Karma is the reason for birth and death. Right? You are being born because you have got karma. The karma can be punya karma, the karma can be papa karma. Let us look this karma theory a little bit in detail, only then we will appreciate the next topic, which is karma yoga. When you get punya karma, after a person dies, there are three types of karma. Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma and agami karma. Sanchita karma is the sum total of all karmas that a jiva has accumulated over infinite janmas. Sanchita karma is the sum total of all karmas that a jiva has accumulated over several janmas. And when a jiva is going to be born in his next janma, what Bhagavan does is that Bhagavan is going to randomly take a part of Sanchita karma and he sends that karma along with the jiva. He is going to deplete these karmas. And these karmas will have both punyam and papa. Punyam is one type of karma, papam is another type of karma. Shastra says, if a person, just assume, in like when we study probability, these will be the sums in mathematics. Say, okay, a bag has got 4 different colored ball, 5 red color ball, 7 blue color ball, 10 green color ball, 1 white color ball. You are going to take 5 balls at random. What is the probability of each colored ball that is going to be present with you? Like that. So Bhagavan is going to randomly put his hand over your Sanchita karma baggage. He is going to take a couple of karmas. The karma is going to be both punya karma and papa karma. If by chance you get only punya as your prarabdha karma, you will get a deva janma. So prarabdha karma is the fistful of karma that Bhagavan takes. In the fistful, if you have got all punyam, you will be born as deva. In the fistful, if you have got all papam, you will be born as pasu, pakshi, mrigadaya. You will be born as a tree. You will be born as insect. You will be born as animals. But if you have got a mixture of punyam and papam, you will be born as human beings. Says Shastra. And what you have to do? You have to deplete the punyam and papam. How do we deplete punyam and papam? If we enjoy pleasures, you are depleting your punyam. If you undergo painful experiences in your life, you are depleting your papa. If you think about it, we should undergo painful experiences because all of our papams are going away. When we enjoy lots of comfort, all of your punyam goes away. And the moment this prarabdha karma becomes zero, your janma is over, you are going to go to Bhagavan again. But what is going to happen? As you deplete your punyam and papam, you are going to make more punyam and papam. If I am depleting punyam, how can I deplete punyam? I will get lots of money, I will have lots of comfort. I am depleting my punyam. But when I have lots of money, if I give that money to lots of other people as charity, what am I doing? I am getting more punyam as I deplete my punyam from my prarabdha account. Or I am born in a very rich family. I am enjoying all of the comforts. But I am a very sadistic person. I don't want the people who are working for me to enjoy any comfort. I am going to extract all the work from them. I am not going to pay them well. Now what will happen? You are enjoying your punya karma, but you are accumulating papa karma in your prarabdham. Right? So we can do this. We can do both. While depleting our punya papa karma, you can get more punyam and papam. And that punyam and papam that we are accumulating in this janma is called as agami karma. So sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma. These three types of karmas are there. Sanchita karma, the sum total of all the karmas that you have accumulated over several janmas. That is called as sanchita karma. Agami karma, that fistful of karma that Bhagavan takes from sanchita karma, when you take a new janma to deplete, is called as prarabdha karma. Agami karma is the new karma that you are going to earn while depleting your prarabdha karma, is called as agami karma. That agami karma after this janma will go and merge with your sanchita karma account. Right? Okay, why are you telling all these things? My goal is to not have any janma. Right? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam, iga samsare, bahudustare, kripaya pare, pahimurare, bhajagovindam, govindam bhaja mudamage. My goal is to not have any karma. But in the scheme of things, is it possible to have no karma at all? No janma? Because when you don't want any janma, all of these karma should be zero. Your sanchita should be zero, your prarabdha should be zero, your agami should be zero. Only then you will not take any other janma. But it is absolutely impossible to have zero karma because you have accumulated lots of karmas over infinite previous janma. And even in this janma, even if you are sitting, doing nothing, you are going to accumulate punyam and papam. In this janma, even if you sit doing nothing, you are going to get either punyam or papam. Because you are born in a certain varna and ashrama, if you sit doing nothing without doing your duty, you are going to get papam. because you are not doing your karma. Right, if you are not going to help bad people, sitting, doing nothing, you are going to get punya. So even when you sit, do nothing, you can accumulate punyam and papam. How can you get rid of all the karmas? How can you get rid of janmas? How can you get moksha? It's the biggest question. That is what Krishna is going to answer through karma yoga, sukha dukkhe same kritva. लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि. What Krishna is going to tell, we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.